you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed.
What is up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels DLC. I have got the DLC myself, I have played it, and I know what the DLC is like. So I'm going to be going over everything that the DLC comes with, and I'm going to conclude with whether I recommend it to you or not, and is it worth the money. Let's begin. Firstly, we have the cars. Let's kick it off with the 2018 Corvette Hot Wheels Corpo Camaro. Very cool car. It's kind of a drag car. S2. Really quite fast and a unique car. It has a wheelie bar, which is the first car to have that in Forza Horizon 5, as well as a parachute on the back. So it's a real dragster. Absolutely very cool car. I would recommend this car, if I'm entirely honest. It's a good car in the DLC. Next, we have the Bad to the Blade. Some people are going to find value in this and some aren't. If you're a fan of Hot Wheels, you're going to find value in this car. If you are not a fan, you are not going to find value in this car. So, is this car good? It's really not that fast. It's S2. The car's not great. It's kind of the cover car for Hot Wheels expansion. So, average car, I'm going to say, for that one. Next up, we have the 2013 Hot Wheels Baja Bone Shaker. This is the first car you will unlock in Hot Wheels, the land of Hot Wheels, in Forza Horizon 5. It's not very fast. It's kind of like a desert version of the Bone Shaker. A B-Class car, you are pretty much forced to drive this or another B-Class car at the start of the DLC, but we're going to get into that in the progression section. What would I rate this car? It's decent as well. Next up, we have the 2000 Hot Wheels Diora 2. This is A-Class. Very cool car. It's another car, though, which I don't know if you're not a fan of Hot Wheels, you're not going to find much value in this. If you are a fan of Hot Wheels, you're going to find lots of value in this. So, again, it's a slightly above average car, I would say, this one. It's better than the other few. I really like that one. Next, we have the 2021 Hennessy Venom F5. One of the most anticipated cars of the DLC. Absolutely amazing car. Everybody's going to find value in this. Super fast, good handling, amazing car. Definitely worth it. Next, we have the 2019 Brabham BT62. Also an amazing car. It's not that fast, but it's really great at handling. A must get as well. Very valuable and very great car as well in this DLC. Next, we have the 2006 Mosler MT900 GT3. Honestly, it's really good at handling, but it's really, really slow. It's slower than the regular Mosler, so that makes me have to say it's slightly above average. Everybody's going to find value in this car, though, not just Hot Wheels fans. Next up, we have the 2021 Sierra Cars 23 Yokohama Alpha. I personally didn't like this car, but some people will. I'm going to say it's an average car. Quite a few people aren't going to find value in this, but quite a few people are. If you like kind of off-roading buggies, you're going to love this. If you don't, you're not going to like it at all. It's not particularly fast. It's kind of speed limited as well. It doesn't go over 200. It has got a lot of horsepower for its weight. Kind of a cool car. Unique. Definitely a unique car. Next up, we have the 2018 Subaru WRX STI ARX Supercar. Very cool, very great rally car. I'm going to say this is also quite a good car, actually. It's better than above average. It's not super fast, but it's amazing at rallying. Definitely one of the better rally cars in the game, and it looks great too. Its sound is also great. It sounds like a better version of the regular Subarus we have in the game in terms of sound-wise. Next up, we have the 1949 Hot Wheels Ford F5, which these ones, by the way, come with the story. The story is kind of just a background into the Hot Wheels franchise. It's not that exciting. Most people won't find much value in that. Even Hot Wheels collectors won't. They probably already know all the information. These are the cars. I'm just going to quickly run through them. You can already get them in wheel spins. So they're not that new, but you're guaranteed to get these with the DLC. So there's that. There's the 2005 Hot Wheels Ford Mustang, very cool. 2012 Hot Wheels Rip Roaring, also very cool. And the 2018 Hot Wheels 2 Jets, or 2JZ, also very cool. And finally, the 1957 Hot Wheels Nash Metropolitan. That's it for the cars. Let's move on to the next section. Alright, let's get into the second section of this video, which is progression in the Hot Wheels DLC. So, in the Hot Wheels DLC, you are welcome to the Hot Wheels Academy. You have to work your way up through the ranks. Each rank allows you to drive different vehicles on the map. In the beginning, you can only drive B-Class cars, and then A-Class, then S1, then S2, then X-Class. Of course, you can already drive C-Class, but you will struggle to go around the map in them cars. So in the B-Class, well, in all the classes actually, they all have very similar pages, but the missions get progressively harder. I'm going to show you examples of what happens when you press on them, the missions that come with each class. Here is the B-Class Rookie rank. This is the one that you begin with. You've got challenges such as winning all the races in that class. And then you've got the minor missions, which give you like 2 points each. The major missions are like 50 points to 25 points. Much more points. And your minor missions oftentimes complete alongside your major missions. So they're not that difficult to do. Again, this is A-Class. Of course, they're going to be a bit more difficult. There is also, of course, the story, which you've already mentioned. It's not that exciting, but you get some free cars from it, which is awesome. And you will be encouraged to complete the story missions in the major missions, which will give you points, which allows you to rank up through the ranks, allowing you to drive better cars. You'll also unlock cars through completing major missions as you get into the higher ranks, those being S1, S2, and X-Class rank. So make sure you complete them if you're going to get this DLC. That's going to be a very key thing. And if you're not that interested in that, that's going to be pretty much the main part. So that's going to definitely help make your decision. Number 3, the map. The map is really big. There's over 200 miles of road to drive on in the Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels DLC. That's quite great. And also you can drive off the roads in 3 different terrains. There is an ice terrain, rainforest terrain, and a desert terrain. In the ice terrain, there are volcanoes and, as you guessed, lots of ice. In the rainforest terrain, there's lots of waterfalls, gorges, and some lovely trees, as well as, of course, the regular tracks, which are present throughout the entire DLC, as expected. Of course, they're orange. And in the canyon desert biome, there, of course, are canyons and hills and sand, as you'd expect as well. Nothing too crazy there. To kind of show you what you would expect in the ice biome, this picture shows you, you can see there's, of course, that big volcano with huge rocks coming off it, big ice bergs on the side, and it's just great. It's honestly a really nice map, and if you're just wanting a nice new map to drive around, this DLC is worth it, 100%. Here is the canyon desert area. You can see there's quite nice big mountains, and there is also canyons, which you can't see on this picture, but there are, and they're quite large, so very cool. And finally, the rainforest biome, which of course has your waterfalls and big trees and a few mountains as well. Of course, your tracks are there, and there's a couple jumps and stuff to do. Let's get on to the next section. Next up, collectibles. As with every Forza Horizon thing, there are plenty of collectibles. Lots of players love these collectibles and would buy this DLC just for the collectibles. There's 2 types of main collectibles. You have the tanks, which is about 20 of them. They're little balloons in the air which you have to try and navigate to jump into to smash. They're actually really difficult. It's a really nice challenge. If you don't look it up on YouTube, it's very difficult to do. And you, of course, have your XP boards. We don't have bonus boards. It's free fast travel throughout the entire map, which comes in very useful as there are lots of roads to drive and it can get very complicated. Finally, my thoughts and opinions. Right, so let's first of all kick this off with the most basic answer. Do I think the DLC is worth $15? My answer is yes. There's just so much new stuff to do. We've been waiting for almost a year for new things to do. This DLC definitely brings plenty of new stuff to do. Interesting new things, such as them new tank collectibles. And there's tons of new cars to just have a play around in. There's all sorts of stuff for you to do, and it's going to appeal to a lot of people. Even if you don't like Hot Wheels and you don't like the tracks, you can go for a nice little off-road in all the different types of terrains, being the deserty sand, the ice rinks, and the big gorge waterfalls. You can actually go into the waterfalls and in the water, which is awesome. There is just loads to do, and it's going to really just appeal to you. I think this is definitely a valuable DLC. Unlike some past DLCs, such as the LEGO expansion, I actually believe this DLC is 100% worth your money. Even if you're not interested in Hot Wheels. And if you are interested in Hot Wheels, this is a must buy. A very great DLC, very well put together. That concludes my review. There are a few other things in this that I didn't touch, but if you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.